Yeah, I haven't seen any dates announced for the consim out in Dallas for next year.
It's a little far away still.
Yeah, yeah, it would be nice if they could get back on having the consim in Tempe in late June or July.
I don't think he's going to do that because right now he's got he's got the cheapest rates because he's really off season.
Well, you would have thought that summertime, and most any time in summertime, would have been off season in Tempe.
No, you would think so. You would think so that if it overlaps with the beginning of school, it would not. I mean, last time it overlapped with the first football game.
Oh, okay.
So, so you would think that if that was true, that you know that it would not be there would not be a shortage of because there would be a lot of people coming for the game or
Right.
staying for the game. But I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I know somebody was talking about trying to have a La Bataille get together out in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, in February.
That's that's my guy in the Civil War group, Great Battles group, Thomas Fernbacher,
Oh yeah, okay. I'd
and
see the
I think Ed might go to it.
Well, Ed was trying to encourage me to go. Unfortunately, we still have fencing is going on at the high school, so I can't. I can get away later in the spring when the season is over, um,
Hmm.
but I can't sneak away at that time in February. So, but it looked like they had at least a decent number of people who had committed to it. So it looked like they had enough to organize a game or whatnot. Um,
Well, I've been to his Civil War things, and I've been to three, uh, two of those,
hmm
and he had about 20 at a. Let's see, where was that? It was in Shiloh, as a matter of fact, which is not easy to get to. And
Well,
at
Gettysburg's not
Gettysburg,
that easy to get to either.
it's pretty easy if you go to Baltimore or you just get a car and go out there. It's not too far.
Well, I guess Baltimore or Philadelphia, one or the other. So,
Actually, I think I think it's actually closer to Baltimore.
hmm, okay,
But I thought about going to Philadelphia and going out there from there.
yeah. So, well, I mean, who knows? Things might change. But at least for
Yeah.
the moment, it looks like it's improbable that I'll be able to pull that one off. So,
Mhm.
um, let's see what else is up. That's about it. So I don't know if I'll get out to. I mean, if they have it in Dallas again, I'll try to go because that's always fun and it's good to see
They will
you.
have
And
the one in Dallas.
yeah, yeah,
They'll have, they'll have it. What year? What time was it last year? Was it March or was it
it
May?
was in May last year. So in
It'll probably be in
2019,
May.
it was in March. No, in 2020, before the pandemic hit, it was in
Mhm.
March. Um, and then this last year it was in May. So we'll see when they decide to hold it. Um,
Mhm.
I can make it if
What
it's
time
in.
in May is it at?
I think last year was like the middle of May. It was the 18th or something like that. It was kind of right smack in the middle of the month.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll keep you
I'll have
posted.
to.
Yeah, and there's some other tournaments. I mean, there's some other you know game stuff around too. Some of the viewers I have that are out in Europe were trying to encourage me to go to Belotacon, which is there in Badajoz, but that's in January, and same thing, trying to get away in the middle of the fencing season. I'd like to go to that at some point in time. I'd like to see Spain. I haven't been there. It's one of the few countries on the continent I hadn't had a chance to get to. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll have to see. All right. Well, it's the beginning of the 4 o'clock turn. I think when we looked at this last week, none of the French are not on a level, and neither are any of the Prussian corps. They were close, but not enough to tip them over the scales. Um, so that's kind of what's up. So, David, I don't know. Did we need to talk or anything like that before we kind of launch into
I have a
the?
quick one there. A little
Okay,
quick.
cool. I'll meet you down in French headquarters.
Oh, all
All
right.
right. How goes it with you?
Good, good. You?
I cannot complain. We've leaped forward. It's been 24 hours since last time I talked with you, and now we are, 40 years in the future here, or something like that.
Yep.
From 1777 to 1815. I guess that's about 40 years. So,
For
um,
that.
what are you looking at, or what do you need questions about?
Um, I'm debating whether first thing on the east side of Ligny,
Mm-hmm.
uh, should I cross the river? There's nothing stopping me. It's just an officer manning the chevaux de frise.
Oh, he doesn't have any units there. He just has a leader. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely go across that spot. Um, because if you give him a chance to put reinforcements there, then he's going to then you're going to have to fight for
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm afraid of, or I'm trying to think, do I have enough that I can push across and fight for it, or
Yeah, I mean you've got I mean the that is a village hex, and you can actually move out and take move across a couple of units and get a couple of them over there.
yeah.
Um, and I mean, he can attack you and try to repulse you, but you've got enough stuff there. It looks, with that whatever that division is, it looks like it's the 12th division. Looks like you got enough stuff. You should be able to kind of muscle your way across, um,
Now
and start to.
most of the stuff facing me there is just landware, and and there are a lot of reinforcements coming up, but again, they're all landware too.
Yeah, yeah. So what I would
There's
do if I were you is maybe, yeah, try to get across there, maybe get some cavalry across, move your guns up a little bit so they can support stuff, and you know, but yeah, definitely get across now. It's going to be easier to do that now because I think with the way the rules are, if the stream that runs through Ligny has that really sharp embankment,
right.
and so trying to attack, you can only attack across the river, across the bridges, and only 4 increments and all that stuff. So it's going to be really hard for you to take it um, without without. Um, so yeah, get across now.
I'm just afraid of getting stuck on the other side with that stream on my back and no way to get out of there.
Well,
Or
I mean, you
I think you can route
you
across
can,
that.
yeah, I think you can retreat across it. It's just, attacking across it is limited. So, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
All right. Also, on the west side, I was thinking also bringing some up into that in front of the next to the Chateau Ancient and that bridge there.
Yep.
Um, I can get 2 infantry units there immediately, and actually, and the light can move up into there too, probably.
Yeah, and you might want to. I mean, you could do a cavalry charge. Um, with who? With maybe one of your heavies, one of your dragoons, and see if you can't take out that artillery that's stacked with the 8-7 infantry.
The one behind the pit,
Yeah, the one behind the sand pit.
I
Okay,
can't. You can't attack through a.
you can
Uh,
attack through a village, but not through cultivated.
you
So,
you can attack through a village.
yep, yep,
I didn't think you could.
you can. So if we look at village dwellings, combat, cavalry may charge into and through village hexes. However, they do not receive their shock bonus if the target of the charge is in a village hex. So you can still attack it. You're not going to get a bonus for it.
Sounds kind of suicidal at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you put infantry up there, they're going to get blown to smithereens. So somebody's going to have to attack.
I was gonna put the infantry in front of or 2x away. There you wouldn't be. I'm actually keeping that artillery pretty much masked with a lot of stuff there. So
Yeah. Well, it's entirely up to you how you want to handle dealing with it. But yeah, I mean, you still have a bunch of other hexes to kind of capture there on the south bank.
right.
So I would say, yeah, try push some stuff across. Try to support it as best you can, and what's the worst that can happen? You wait for a Lebow's Corps to show up. So,
All right.
all right,
See what I can do.
indeed. Okay, I'll see you back at.
All right.
Okay, here they are.
We have returned.
Hey, now if this is the beginning of the 4 o'clock turn, we have to roll for Bulow.
Oh yeah. So you guys would get reinforcements. So go ahead and roll 2 dice and see what shows up.
Okay. Albert's designated me to roll this time.
Dead Bob is in the.
Or
the dice.
you can you get to designate who gets to roll.
It doesn't matter. I mean, the dice are the dice. Just roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Dead
Well,
Bob
could-
has.
Being the
So an
11.
11. So you get Colonel von Schwerin, the 6th and the 10th Hussars, and the 1st West Prussian Uhlans. Did they already come on?
No, it was the guys at 41 to 54 were the guys that came on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So let's see, where are these guys going to be? French counters, Prussian counters. Okay.
So this is
part of the
Bulow's 4th Corps. Yeah. So Schwerin looks like he's part of the 1st Brigade. So that's the 6th and 10th Hussars and the 1st West Prussian Uhlans. So
He's part of the what brigade?
So he's the 1st Brigade of the 4th Corps Cavalry.
Okay.
So if you take a look all the way over under the 4th Corps, you'll see the 1st Brigade, you'll see Schwerin's name, and then you'll see it's the 1st Brigade, so that's the 6th Hussars, the 10th Hussars, and the 1st West Prussian Uhlans.
Where do they come in? Same place?
They're coming up in the same place up there at any hex on the north mass edge, east of and including the hex adjacent to Geronoville Saint-Jean. Geronvillers
All right,
St.
looking for it.
John.
Really? There it is. Okay, so I'm putting them on the board. Hey, Robert, do you want these guys? Let's see.
Sure, we can just send them south.
Hey, they're up here.
Okay.
Just put them up by the place, Villiers.
Yes, Jean Villers, Saint Jean. Okay.
Okay. All right, get the come
Of course,
straight. They can come straight down.
they won't move until our turn, but
Yeah.
All right, looks like we have all the usual suspects watching the live stream. We've got, let's see, William, who's up in beautiful Kitchener, Ontario. I presume staying toasty warm. We've got James Whitmer and Mark from Lodi, California. There we go.
cold
Gosh.
country.
All right.
Exactly. All right. Well, we got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and declare charges. So I've got, let's see, what should I do here? I've got one charge at least. Let me find a marker for that one. Charge marker. So they're in the center. I've got the guards. What are they? Guards Dragoon. The Empress's Dragoons. And I think I've got one more I'm going to do out here on the flank. Let's see, I gotta find who's going to charge.
Well, that's a strange place to charge from.
Is it? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to have just the top cuirassier unit charge in this hex. So out here by Wagenly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, David, did you have any charges?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
This time.
So let's go ahead and do this one that's here in the center with the Empress's Dragoons. So we'll go ahead and have them go forward. And they go there. And I'm declaring these guys the target of the charge. Since I'm within 2. Now, you don't have a line of sight on me yet. And I wonder, do I have a morale for these guys? Oh, I do. A morale of 11. All right.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
well. Oh, I have a question on this. Now, these guys are incultivated, right?
Who?
These the unit that's a target.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're incultivated.
So you have you'll suffer some kind of a.
Well, I
Some
think
kind
I
of-
can charge into cultivated. I just can't charge through it.
Oh, so you don't
So-
have any. So it's you're not halved or something like you would be.
Right. So it says
Sorry.
cavalry may charge into but not through cultivated ground. Cavalry may not initiate a charge, charge of all reaction or opportunity charge from cultivated ground. So I can charge into that hex. I can charge you in that hex. I just can't charge through it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah.
But I don't get any benefit. Okay.
You might get a morale benefit, maybe.
I don't think so.
No.
All right. So as I move into that hex, I cause a stacking violation here. But I've got a +6 or a +4 for the leader who's there. So
And you're an 11, so
yeah, I'm
come
11, and I'm sure the other guys. Let's see what they
How are you breaking stacking there?
Because I have more than 18 increments in that
There's only
hex.
14 in the sticks.
14 plus, but the
He's
other's got 14 there too.
He's really up there. He's got 11 and
Yeah, and the other guy doesn't have any morale at
11
all.
and 13, I think. Yeah.
So
He's got 24.
Yeah.
24 points in there.
Yeah, and I believe the stacking is, I want to say it's like 18 or something. Yeah, it's 18. So yeah, they're good enough that I don't have to worry about that. All right, so then now they come here, and you have a chance to either form square or stand.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see how bad it is. I think it's pretty bad. Okay, stacking. Let's see. Square realization. Okay. Were the Prussians at adjacent? Ooh, well, it's about 50-50. It's less than 50-50. Not good. But you can't go through there.
I can't go through there. So,
well, I think, let's see, you've got an unbelievable value there with those guys. They're about as good a unit as you have. So I think I'm going to try and roll the dice and see what happens.
Okay, you're going to try to square or stand?
I'm going to try and square.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and roll. There's no modifiers that I'm aware of.
I'm good at rolling low anyway.
Well, this will be the one time that I'm sure it goes the other way.
I'll get a 66 for sure.
There you go.
You can squand.
A 33.
Yeah,
you just barely squeaked it. There you go.
Boy.
Well, that's not actually too bad, all things considered.
God smile on me finally.
Indeed. All right. So I will move my guy up. Right.
I still don't think I'm going to do all that well.
Well, so you're in square, right? Have you got a square marker on him? Yeah, you do. Okay. All right. And then I will move on top of you, and you'll get an opportunity shot at me as I move on top. So those are just regular musketeers.
Yep.
So
But they're in
times 2.
Yeah,
so you've got 7 increments, so it's 14, and then divided by 3 is going to be 4. So it's 4 to 6. So it's a 1-to-1 shot, or actually less than that, right? 1 to 1.5 shot.
1 to 1.5.
With a +2.
+2.
All right. Here we go. Here's the roll.
Well, you just formed square again. So, okay, and then I will move on top of you, and then
I get to do with everybody.
Right, but that'll happen in the next phase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you'll shoot at me during the defensive fire phase.
Okay. And you'll be thirded.
Yeah, I'm thirded against the square. So
all right,
the odds will probably be in your favor. All right.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well,
But maybe
I
maybe with your losses.
yeah, we'll see. All right.
Okay.
Then meanwhile, up here, I got to go into the first hex. So first, I declare the charge here, right? This guy is not the target of the charge. Okay. So then I'm going to move right there.
Oh, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I will do a counter charge.
Who's countercharging me?
Uh, let's see. Right there.
1, 2, 3. So in premier rules, you need to have a line of sight, and so the skirmishers are blocking your line of sight currently, and the heavy cavalry only have a reaction range of 3.
3. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
All right.
So I'm then going to declare this guy the target of the charge. So I've got to turn. So it's going to
Okay,
cost me 1. Whoops, I booked the wrong person.
Okay, now theoretically, I can see him at 3 hexes.
So where he is right now, you can't see him because your unit is blocking him.
I could
Right?
see him when he took. I could see him in the square he originally came out of.
Okay, so let's roll back the clock. The charge starts here. I haven't moved anywhere at all. I haven't declared anybody the target yet. Do you want to form a
Right.
square?
Let's see. We're in a. What are we in there?
You're just in village.
Yeah. Okay. I think we'll try to form square.
Okay.
Okay. And this is at a distance of 3.
At a distance of 3.
So it's 11 through 56. Okay.
Yep. 32.
All right. All right. Okay.
All right. So now I will move 1 forward.
One
Okay.
sec.
What's up?
I got a phone call here. Just a sec.
Okay. So he's not the target. He's not the target. He's the target.
All right.
So, whoops. So now I'm going to
Okay.
turn. So you can
I'm
take
still
a shot
4
at me.
away from you.
You can take a shot
Okay.
at me with
Right.
those guys, with your Schützen or your Jaegers. So I don't know how many increments you have there.
Let me flip that over. 3.
So they're
3
gonna
times
be,
5.
Yep. So you're going to have 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1. No pluses, no minuses.
9. I think they're better than times 6, aren't they? Oh, they're
They're
Jaegers. Okay.
Jaegers. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 9 to 6. Okay. 1.5 to 1. Or yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Right.
So then now I'm going to move. So that was 1 and I turned. Then I'm going to go here. And so
Okay,
now you
now-
get a shot at me as I go by again. So you have another.
All right.
Same odds.
All right. That's a hit.
53. That is a hit. Okay. All right. So let me.
Okay, and we
bump
are
them up.
going to counter charge now.
You can't. Who's countercharging me?
Okay, because of you can't see through skirmishers, huh?
That's
A
correct.
Block line. Yeah, a block line of sight.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to increase that, and I'll make a morale check for the guy right now. 23. Let's see what his morale is. It's 14, so he doesn't care. All right, so now I've got to turn one more time. Okay, so now you can take a shot at me with
Same guys.
9 plus 9, 18. So now you have a 3 to 1 shot as I turn. And that's going to be
Okay.
a hit.
Well, you must really want something here.
I'm having fun. All right, make another morale check, and we pass. Good. And then you have, as I move here, you get a shot. These guys, and these guys. So you're going to have I don't know what these guys are worth. They're Fusiliers. So you're going to have, I don't know how many increments you have there. You've got 5, 15, half is going to be 7. So you're going to have 4 to 1.
4 to 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be at least 2 hits, right? 56, yeah. Not going to be much left of this guy.
Now we can charge you. Countercharge.
Yeah. Who's going to do that?
I think.
So
well,
give me a
one that
second.
can
Let
do
me
it.
make a morale check. I pass.
What were you? Oh, you didn't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll try the 12, 11.
Okay.
We're the only guys that
Yeah,
are
the only
heavies
ones
that
that can.
see you.
Everybody else can't see me.
Actually, I guess the other guys can't.
Yeah.
The lights can't. All right. So we'll do a morale check. We have to get. Let's
Just
see
roll your
what we
dice
have
and
to-
see what you get.
23 is what we want to beat.
33.
Okay.
You did it.
All right, so I'll move him here, I guess.
Yep. And then I'll move there, I guess.
When you move there, you get another shot at you,
Yep,
don't you?
you do. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, so these guys, these
So you
Fusiliers,
basically have. So you're going to have.
5 Fusiliers.
Yeah, you got a 3 to 1 shot there. Yep.
Okay. Another
That's
hit.
another hit.
But this is a lot of fun, Eric. I mean, but you lost how many guys?
Oh, I lost a lot.
This must be setting me up for something else.
Well, I wasn't planning on you changing your mind about trying to form a square after I'd already started my charge, so I just had to make the best of it.
Okay.
Yeah. They were not originally the target of the charge, but since you turned back the clock, I had to find another place for the guys to go. So, c'est la vie. So, okay. All right. That's it for my charges.
Okay. All right.
So now we can do our movement.
This guy, he lost. You've got losses under there, not current strength, right?
That's
Okay.
yeah, that's his losses. He took a bunch of losses
All right.
riding by.
Okay. All right.
Oh wow, there's nothing left of him.
Yep.
It's a few horses.
Yep, just a few. Okay. So let's go down to game room 1, Albert, and we can do our thing on that side.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
All right. So let's get started. Let's see here. What have we got? What have we got? A lot of stuff over here. Okay. Well, let's start where we're at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and have this Cuirassier. So
I have a question. I have
Yeah.
a question for you, Eric.
yeah,
When you usually for a regular charge, they don't need the line of sight to do a charge.
I
they
don't need
have-
a line of sight to do the charge. I need a line. You would need a line of sight to counter charge or reaction charge.
But you don't need a line of sight to charge.
Well, I mean, eventually I do, but I don't need a line of sight on the initial on the target, right? When I get within 2, I have to declare who's the
a
target.
rules, and a kind of a rules anomaly that the guys one side doesn't need line of sight, and the other one does need line of sight. It's
Well,
kind
that's
of
because
odd.
you're reacting. So if it's a case where I'm charging
Yeah, but
and
wouldn't you have the same outriders that the charging guys are presumed to have?
so if we're playing like if when we played fifth edition rules, you could have not only you could have reacting charges, you would have had a greater distance for the heavies. They have
Yeah,
a
like
range of
four,
4, and the lights
four.
have a range of 6, and you can
Yeah,
see
and
through your own skirmishers, right?
okay, I
And
see.
you and the line of sight. You don't need line of sight to reaction. So that's the difference between the premier and the um, fifth edition rules. Um, and as far as having a line of sight on the target, I mean, eventually, um, it might be the case where because you have to declare the target 2 hexes out, um, then you have to declare the target 2 hexes out, whether it's in the
Mhm.
whether it's there or not. Um, so in the case with your unit, I technically was in within 2 of it at the beginning, but I couldn't didn't have a line of sight on it until I had made that turn. Um,
Mhm.
so that's kind of what was up with that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to just another thing I find kind of weird about the premier rules. I'm finding out more. The move and melee. The move. What? The first thing that I find really odd is that you can charge and units can form square, but when you move, they can't form square.
Yeah,
That's
which
my,
is
that's my
ridiculous.
number one
Yeah,
gripe with the
yeah.
premier
That's
rules.
that's my
This
number one too. You know,
Yeah, because
and
you were the one that originally took advantage of that. I mean, the move and melee kind of thing.
I'm planning
You
on
know,
taking advantage of it again. So,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, let's move on. I guess there's a couple. I'm making a list of things I don't like about this rule set.
yeah. Well, and it's okay. I mean, it is a case that this happens.
It's better than the fifth, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't
that's
know. I like the fifth edition rules better for the command control concepts and everything else, and I really like the idea that cavalry has to charge or not charge. I do like that when cavalry charges in Premier and you declare the target, you got to go for the target. So if
mhm.
it forms square, you can't recall and then pick another target and then you know recall and pick another target. That gets really cheesy fast too. So
Yeah,
that's where I think the fifth edition rules have problems where you just can pick a target and then recall and they form square and pick another one and pick another one and pick another one.
right.
So I think next time I play fifth edition, we might have something where okay, you can recall twice and that's it, and after that you're going
Yeah.
in, kind of a thing. But yeah, it is what
Yeah,
it
because
is.
that was what you used against Paul in
Oh
Moscow.
yeah, oh yeah, with that
And
that
waste.
legendary
We
charge
did
of
the whole
those.
line had to form square, and finally, I think somebody failed.
Yeah, well,
Or
they tried to form square, and then he rolled badly, and then the next time he said, "Well, I'll just hold," and then he rolled badly, and he was just on either end of the spectrum. When he needed to
yeah,
roll low to form square, he rolled high, and when he needed to roll high to stand, he rolled low, and he just it was hilarious because I think that lone lancer unit routed or disordered or disrupted, I don't know, like 6 grenadiers. It was pretty crazy.
yeah,
um,
yeah.
but it was just the machinations of fate kind of a thing, and I kept recalling each time too. So um, all right,
All right.
moving right
Okay.
along. So I'm going to go ahead and should I be cheesy? Yeah, I'll be cheesy. I'm going to move these guys up, so that way I can move and melee you, right? Which seems to be the order of the day. And these guys
Hmm.
will form line, and they're going to move up 1, 2, 3 to go there. And let's see.
Looks like they're in column.
Um, Oh, sorry. Let me turn them. There we go. Now they're in line. All right. I've got Gerard's guns here. He's going to try to limber those guys up. I check here real quick what I need. Foot batteries, a 3 through 6, and the leader's going to add, with an artillery bonus, is going to add 2. So a 1 becomes a 3. So they automatically limber. All right. And then which way should we go? Well, we got to go over this way. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just park him right there for the moment. And that unit's
It's got to take his whole movement allowance. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there. I see. He went over where?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking he can't try to cross. He can't go across that creek, can he?
He can't cross. He can only cross here at the bridge. And
That's
there's
what
a
I
bridge
thought.
over there too. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what's up with those guys. All right. Moving right along. Let's see. We'll try to limber those guns.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to limber. And we'll try to limber those guns. And they don't limber. All right. Let's see. So that was 2, 3, 4. No, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll put them there. Oh, that guy needs to flip. This guy is my light cavalry. We'll move him up here. Right? Yeah. Whoops. The joys of stuff. You hit the clone button. Okay. So he's there, and I'll stack that infantry there. Oh, come on. Having issues today. All right, this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and across the creek. 4, across the stream, plus 3, so that's going to be 8, 9. All right, this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be 8, and then 9, 10. Okay.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they can turn. And the other chaps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can turn. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then these guys can come over here. All right, and then these guys. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, and then the infantry going across the stream, so that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, and everybody else is kind of lined up there. All right, moving down the line. We've got fires all over the place. Got to put out some fires. So, this guy's going to turn. And he's going to move here. And he should be facing a vertex. There we go. He's in line. All right. Meanwhile, over in the other part of the universe, these guys are going to come up here and assault you. And these guys are going to come up here and do the same. And I got a lot of guns that are looking for somewhere to shoot. We'll keep those guys there. And those guys can't do much. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, down here we just keep grinding away at you. All right, these guys are going to turn. All right, and then we've got some more. These guys, the guard, they are going to let's see, the one that's here on the top. Oh, he's taking some hits, isn't he? He's going to go to the bottom of the stack. And the one that's here on top, they're going to go into line formation. So they're just going to rotate. So you get a shot at them.
Okay.
So you're going to have, just roll, see what you get.
I just got 2, I think. That's a musketeer unit.
Yeah.
So
it's just going to be like 8, 41.
41.
No, that's not going to be enough. Okay. So that's that. Let's see, I've got more old guard. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Put them into line facing you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. We'll move them up there. All right, I've got some guns that are unlimbered. Gotta get them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and they could unlimber up here. We'll do that. And let's see, I'm going to get these guns here to their guard. They're automatic, so they're going to limber and then move 2 forward and then unlimber. So they're there. And let's see, these guys are just going to go back into they can stay where they're at, I guess. All right. One, two, three. These guys will come here, and then we'll go into skirmish mode there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these guys will come up. And these guys will come up. Okay. All right, I think that's about as good as I can do for the moment. So we'll see how everybody sorts themselves out here. I've got some skirmishers that had moved. I'll take the markers off of them. Whoops. Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. All right.
So you've got some defensive fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll fire.
Where do you want to start first?
Start at the church, I guess.
Okay.
I've only got 3 guys. There's no. I think these are all 1 to 3 shots, probably.
Yeah. Because there's hardly anything left.
So I'll go start at the. I'll start at the bottom one and move clockwise.
Sure.
Okay.
Nope.
First one. Second one. Nope. Third one. Nope. Okay, all those. Then we'll go up to the. We've got the skirmishers, Jaegers. Let me see what they are. 2.
Got 2.
We'll fire those guys in conjunction with the. So those are 2 times. That's 6.
6,
Fire.
and then you've got 3 increments in the. So that's going to add another 2.
So it's 8 to. Oh, those are skirmish. Well, maybe I want to.
You can't,
I can't
fire
really
at
fire.
anything else. I mean, you could fire at
Can't
these
fire at
guys
these guys.
or at those guys.
Yeah, that's the same. So,
Yeah.
So that's 8 to 16.
Yeah,
Right?
8 to 16. So it's
1
a 1
to
to
2.
2. No.
Nope. Okay, now the next square is this square.
Yeah.
Where we fire the 2 from there.
Right, and then you've
Plus
got 6
6
times 2, so you
times-
got 12 divided by 3 is 4, so you'll have 6 to 9, or actually 6 to 11, since I'm in line.
6 to 11. 1 to 2
Yep.
again. Nope. Okay. And then we have these guys.
Yep,
There's a 1 to 3 shot probably again.
yep, because you've only got 4.
Okay. So here we go on that. Nope. Okay, now we'll fire the. Let's see, what do we got here?
So Landveer have got a fire factor of 6.
Okay, we'll fire them on this big group,
Okay,
the big group under the 09.
Yep.
So they've got, there should be some, let's see,
so it's a
you've
plus
got
2. So it's 6
5,
to
just a plus
11
2.
with a plus 2. So it's a 1 to 2 with a plus 2.
Nope.
No.
Okay, these guys over here, fire on these guys.
Okay,
That is a
so you're going to have
Air
8 to
8 to
8 to 8,
9.
1 to 1. Well, no,
8.
because I've got more than 7 increments in
Oh,
line.
yeah.
So the fire
Got it.
defense is
Plus
6.
2.
Yeah, so it's a
6
1 to
plus
1.
2. Okay.
Yep, that's
That's
it.
a hit. Finally got a hit. Okay. Well, we're hurting those dudes a little bit.
Yep.
Getting way too close to the guns, though. We're gonna have to figure out how to
All
stop the
right, then you've
guard.
got the guys that are in square. So you've got 7 increments times 2. It's going to be 14. 14 to 6. You're going to have a 2 to 1 shot with a plus 2.
Okay.
And I don't think
Oh, that's a hit.
34. Oh yeah, 2 to 1. That is a hit, a single hit. All right, and where's my increment marker?
So remember, we're gonna have the
All
plus
right.
6
Yeah,
increment.
and then I'm going to
Yeah,
roll,
plus
and I pass.
is okay. Do I get is that shift, the 6 shift just in the regs, or is it in this too?
I don't know what you mean.
You took a casualty, so there was a 6 move to the die roll.
For a morale check?
No, for the resolution of the melee.
Oh, that's got to be a reg
That's in
thing.
the regs, and it's in some other set of rules, I thought, as well.
Maybe Marie Louise. That's the one that's closest.
Well, that's
the
close
regs.
to the real. It's probably in that because that's the regs. That's probably the same thing. Okay, let's see. So we did get a hit though.
Yep.
Okay. So now let's see.
You haven't fired these guys. Or
Yeah, I got these guys.
Yeah.
Got. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's see. Okay, I got these guys and these guys. Okay, so I'll fire these guys and these guys at these guys.
Okay. So you've got this guy's worth 12, and this guy is worth 8. So you got 20 to 11.
To 20 to 11, so
So
one and a
it's
half to 1. Let's see, should I break that up? These guys were 12 to 11, right?
So these guys are the Fusiliers fire at ×3, so they're worth 12, and this guy is only worth 8 because he's just a regular musketeer.
Okay, I think I'm going to fire. I'm going to one and a half. I think I'm going to break it up and have the 12 to the 11. I'll roll that now.
Okay.
And that didn't pay off. Okay.
And then this is be a 1-to-1 shot there, 8 to 8. And
neither one of that plan did not. Well, it would have worked if I hadn't. I would have had a 1.5 to 1. So that was unfortunate, but them's the breaks.
That's how the
okay. So now we'll go up here to these guys.
Yep. So that's going to be a 8 to 9.
8 to 9. Okay, here we go.
And that's a miss.
Yep. And going across, let's see.
So those guys are in columns, so I don't know what it's probably whatever their printed value is, so maybe it's a 4 or 5. Oh, it's even worse. It's a 3.
A 3?
Well, what is
it?
You got them. Oh, no, they're worth 5. Yeah, I was looking at the guys next.
I don't think anybody's that bad. Yeah. And then, let's see, are those guys in 2?
Yeah, so it looks like you've got, this guy's just in 1 hex, right? Because it's just 2 increments of skirmishers.
Okay, so I'll put them, I'll just fire the Landwehr on these guys.
Yeah, so
1 to 3 probably.
5 to, so if you're firing on this hex.
Right.
Yeah, okay, it's a 1 to 3. Oh. Hey, guess what? You just set that hex on fire now.
Wonderful.
Yeah. There's not going to be anything left. Well, you stay where you're at, but we just have to go find it. So you stay in that hex. You don't displace until the start of until your turn.
Hey, where's the fire marker?
Well, we just cloned the one that's right next to it.
Okay. Boy, that's the ring of fire there.
Yeah, apparently everybody there.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Don't get excited there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So we're just building a firewall.
Yeah. It is a firewall. Let's see if you can do it again and set the next hex on fire.
Now then I only have to defend in a few places.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually working out
Okay.
pretty well for you.
I know it's I have a mechanism for that in the wilderness game, and it works for the defense pretty well. It channels channels the attack. So they're doing the same thing here.
Yeah.
It's even better here though because these fires don't go out.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right. Well, you
Yeah.
got these Jaegers here.
Yep.
So you got they're basically 6. So they would be 6 to 8.
Well, I'm gonna come 6 to 8. I'm gonna combine them with the other guys.
Oh,
there.
with these guys here. So you got 4. So it's another 4 increments. So you'd have 10 to 8, a 1-to-1 shot on the Swiss miss.
Yeah.
52.
Ooh, Dead Bob did it. No, that's Dead Bob.
Oh, that's Dead Bob's roll. You'll take it though, right?
I don't do as well as Dead Bob. Look
Yeah,
at that.
he's got the sharpshooters over on his side of the map.
Okay, so I failed at that. Okay, now, well, should we fire it and try and knock these 4, 6? Well, the other guys are the threat. So the skirmishers will fire on these Jaegers are 3 times 3.
Yep. So
9.
you have 9.
9 against the 0-9 guys.
Yep.
Which are a 6 or 8.
They're in line, so they'll have a defense of 9. So it's a 1-to-1 shot.
But they're 9 guys, right?
No, they're
So
not. They've taken a loss. So there's only 6 guys there. Right? Are you firing on this guy here or?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. There's only 6 increments there.
Wait a minute. There's 2 units in there, Eric.
There is, but one of them's taken 4 hits.
Oh, 6. Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. It's down.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that's the current strength and not the. Okay.
It would be nice,
'cause
but
Yeah. Okay, so what is that then?
it's just a 1-to-1, straight up 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
There's a hit. All right, now there's even fewer increments there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, moving up. Let's see. Okay, we've got our 8-7 here. Got to fire. I guess they'll fire on these guys. 9 to 8. We'll fire on the cav.
Okay, so
That should be
you'll have 8 to 6. It's a 1-to-1 shot.
8 to 6 because they're times 2, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Nope, that's a miss.
All right, and now we'll fire the skirmishers
Yep.
up
I think
there
you got
on
5 increments, so 5 times 3 is 15. Halved is 7. So you got a 1-to-1 shot on those horses. What's left of them? Nope.
Nope. Okay. I think that covers it.
Okay. Well, I'll start firing back. So I'll start up here too. So we'll start with these guys. So I've got 8 to, how many increments do you have there? 7. So I've got 8 to 6. So I got a 1-to-1 shot there on your line, and that's going to be a hit.
Yeah. Okay.
All
And we
right.
don't have to check.
Nope, you're checking on odd losses. I'm checking on even losses. All right, then I'll have these guys fire on you here. So I've got 12 to 16. And that is a miss. Let's see what else. I've got these guys will fire here. So I'm going to have 8 to 20. and that's a miss. Then I'll have these guys and these guys fire there. So I think I've got 4 increments there. Yeah, so it's going to be 8, and then these guys are going to be another 12. So I've got 20 to 16, a 1-to-1 shot, and that's a hit on one of your Jaegers. Scratch a Jaeger.
Let me see what we got there. I guess
I mean,
I'll
they're
take
all the same.
How many Jaegers have we got there? Just 2?
Yeah, there was just two single hex Jaegers.
Okay, I'll take this one and put him away.
Okay.
In the where are we putting those? Over here, right?
Yeah, they're going in the on the morale
On the morale.
levels table. Yeah.
Morale check. So that guy is a 2.
Yep, he's part of the second corps.
All right.
All right, and then I've got a shot here, a 1-to-1 shot on the hex that just recently burst into flames. So 8 to 8, 1-to-1. 65. That's a hit on your Landveer, and that's their first hit, and that will trigger a morale check.
All right.
32.
32.
They may or may not pass. It's hard to tell. Those pesky Landveer.
Yeah.
26. Wow, they're very motivated.
Wow, they are good Landwehr
There you
there.
go. Those are what's Westphalians? No, those are Elba, I think. So, okay, cool. Over here, these guys are going to fire on you here. So I've got 12 to 9. Oh, actually, you've got 7 increments there. So 12 to 6. So a 2-to-1 shot on those boys. 56. That is another hit on them.
2-to-1 shot.
Yeah, because you have 7 increments in line. So
Oh,
you have a fire defensive column. So you have a defensive
6.
Yeah.
You had 12.
Yeah, these guys are in line. So 4 times 3 is 12, and you've got a
Okay.
fire defense of 6. So it's a 2-to-1
Okay.
shot. So it's just another loss.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, now down here, I'll have these guys and this hex fire there. So I got 12 here, and then let's see how much have I got there. I've got I'll have 10. So I'll have 22, and you've got 5 increments in line. So you're going to have a defense of 11. So it's a 2-to-1 shot there. 32 at 2-to-1 is a hit, a single hit on your
That's
Fusiliers.
All right.
All right. Then over here, I'll have these guys and these guys fire there. So they're both in column, so that's worth 8. And these guys are also worth 8, so that's going to be 16. 16 to, you're in line, 16 to 11. So 1-to-1, and that's a miss. All right, and then here I've got these guys and these guys firing there, so it's going to be 12 plus another 12. It's going to be 24. 24 to 11. That's going to be a 2-to-1. 51. That's a hit on your Westphalians, and that's going to be a morale check for them. That's the
Okay.
third hit.
All right.
And they pass. They're
Yeah,
so
pass.
happy to be there. All right. I've got some guys shooting here. Let's see what's going to make sense. All right, and those guys, what's their fire value? Those are Young Guard times 4. Okay. So I will... we'll just have these guys fire here, so that's going to be 12 to 20. And that's a miss. And then I'll have these guys and these guys fire there. So that's going to be, let's see, how many increments do I have there? I've got 5. So that's going to be 20 plus another 16. That's going to be 36 to So it's going to be 1.5 to 1 on that hex there. 26 at 1.5 to 1 is a miss.
Not good enough.
Nope. All right. Over here on your Jaegers that are in the woods, I've got these guys. So that's going to be, there's 3 there. So it's going to be 12 plus the guard in line there times 5. So that's going to be 20. It's going to be 32. 32 to 16. That's going to be 2 to 1. 44. That's a hit on your Jaegers, and that's their first hit.
Okay.
And they need to make
And
a
they
roll
got
check.
checked.
Yep.
22.
And they are, oh, they're 23. So they're going to disorder, and they're going to have to go back 3 hexes. As soon as they hit this hex, they're going to rout because they'd be adjacent to cavalry. So then they're going to have to go back, find a path of retreat back towards friendly lines.
All right. So let's see. Okay. So they start. Let me see.
So that's 1, 2, and then they rout, and then
They routed here. So
yep.
they route there. So now they're going to go to here.
Yep.
And
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
that's
gets
it.
them there.
Oh, 79. Okay.
Well,
All
I
right.
don't know. I mean, your Jaegers can move 9, can't they? Flip them over.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
They all move 9, I think. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he can make it that far. Henry didn't pass next to any other Landwehr, so that's what's up with that. All right. More shooting. So let's move down here to the church. So I've got 24 and another 20 and another 20. So I've got 3 to 1 odds on the church. Here we go. 45 at 3 to 1 is going to be another hit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then I've got my guards here. Let's see. I'm going to fire on your square. So let's see here. I've got 4. 4 times 5, I'm going to have 20 to 4. So it's a 5 to 1 shot. 52 at 5 to 1 is going to be 2 hits. And so that'll be a morale check for those guys. So they pass. All right, and then I've got some guns that need to fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these 2 guys here are going to fire on these chaps here.
Sure.
These ones up here. I think they're in range. Yep, range of 11. Range of 11.
Oh, the cab. Okay.
So I'm going to have 40. 40 to, what have you got? 40 to 8. So that's going to be 4 to 1 odds. You've got 14 increments there, so that's plus 5, and then Ruti adds in another 6, so it's plus 11. So 4 to 1 with a plus 11. 14. Wow, couldn't do much worse than that. So that's going to be a single hit on your hussars there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. And then I've got these guys. Who should they fire at? So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these guys can fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's see. Do I have a line of sight? No, I don't think so. No, that's along the hex side, so I can't fire at those guys. So we'll fire on. Let's see. We'll fire on these guys here, on those Uhlans. So that's
The
gonna
guys
be
with the 8s, I don't think can do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're right. I can only fire on your guns up here. So I got 10. I'd have 20. 20 to 8. I'd have 2 to 1. And my leader adds in what? He only adds in 1. He's not very good. Well, we'll take a shot at your howitzers. So 2 to 1 with a +1. And that's a miss. All right. That's it for my stuff. So now it's time for our combat. So I'm going to go ahead and do first combat. Let's go ahead and attack the church here. So I've got basically all of these trilliors, and you've only got, I think, what, 2 increments left. So I'm going to have plenty of odds.
Yeah, but you have to come in through a gate.
There's no gates on the church that I'm aware of, right?
I thought there was.
It looks like it's not a churchyard or anything like that.
It's the door, I think, or whatever.
Well, let's see what it says, because I know for the different sort of walled farms, they've got a gateway, but for the church, I'm not sure. So walled farms, the chateau, and churches are unassailable except at their gates or entryways. Up to 6
so one guy will be.
Okay, so one of them.
Only one guy will be able to come in, wherever it is.
All right, so I'm going to presume that the gateway is, well, there's a door here.
I think that's it.
Is there a door there? Well, this is where the trail is.
Yeah,
so I
think that's the door
there. All right, so
not entirely clear, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll assume it's got to be one. We know it's going to be one of the 3. Only one of the 3 can come in.
So I've got. So it's 2 to 1. So there's no pluses, no minuses. I'll just make a morale check and see what I get. 64. So I pass. So I've got approximately 6 melee value. And I don't know what you got.
You were in skirmish formation.
Right, I've already divided by 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see what I've got. Okay, I've got 18. I've got 1/4 of 18.
So that's going to be 4.
It'll be about 4.5 or something like that.
So it's just a 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Yep. No pluses, no minuses. Here we go. 44 at 1 to 1. I lose 2, you lose 1.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
That's what you call a good deal. All right, and let's find our increment losses. And increase again. All right, so that guy's going to shrink down into a single hex now. Okay. Well, that wasn't quite as exciting as I would have liked, but it happens. All right. These guys are attacking your Landwehr. I've got 4, and another 4. I've got 8, and you've got 5. So it is 1-1. Let's see what it has here. So I think 1-1. We're going to have. You will have a. It doesn't look like there's any benefit. So you're just a straight up shot, and I'll have a -3.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you have a -3 since they took a hit this turn.
Mm.
So
See what we get.
25.
They're not going to hang around
bug
anyway.
out.
Okay. So 1. Let's see. 1, 2. Hold on. Where do I want to go here?
You got to go back 3.
I got to go back there. So. All right. Unfortunately, there's no other landwehr around.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So let's see.
So I got to check for those guys that I got to check for the guys that went
guys
to
went over the top of
25.
5, and they are 23, so they pass. All right, I will advance into that hex. All right, then I've got these 2 guys are going to assault you here. So I've got 7 and another 6. So I've got 2-1 on you here. So you're going to have a -3.
All right.
33 -3, that's going to be a 26. And I don't know what your morale is for those boys.
Same.
26, so they are going to disorder.
I can't make those rolls to save my life. Okay.
And you got to move them back 3 hexes.
All right. Let's see what we got here. So. All right. We'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I'll have to roll for these guys with the.
Yeah.
There's the leader there, 22. Okay, he's.
Pass. Okay. All right, and we're advancing into that hex. All right. Okay, let's see, where else did we want to do stuff? We're going to attack you here. So these guys are going to assault your skirmishers. Do you want to retreat before combat?
Mm-hmm. I think I will.
Okay.
They can only move in there and then everything stops, right?
Yeah. I mean, I there's not anything else that I could really attack. So if you stay 1 hex, so I could move here and then I could declare an assault on any one of these 2 hexes.
Okay, I'll move.
So you'd want to move
another.
back at least another hex, right? Okay, and so then now we would mark him as having moved, so that way then in the Prussian phase. So here I've got a little marker. I'll just put a little marker on it.
Don't worry, that's brilliant. The fire's going to spread and they'll all be incinerated, so it's okay.
Yeah, he's done a great job setting that whole village on fire. Self-inflicted.
Yeah, I said that is a firewall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, what happens to my guys that are in the fire? They have to move out.
Yeah. So next turn they'll have to move out of that hex. So, all right. Let's see. So these guys are going to assault those Jaegers
All
there.
right.
Unless
Those
you want to retreat them.
Jaegers.
So they can't go into that building. They could go here and then back, but they can't go into the special structure because that would exceed stacking because you've already got something there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I will advance to occupy that hex. All right. We've got these guys are going to attack your infantry. You don't have to make a morale check. So we just do the numbers.
Okay.
And I will be doubled, hitting you in the flank. So that's going to be 90.
6, 8, 75% of 18.
You have 90?
Yeah.
Times point.
It's 5 to 1.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, it's just 5 to 1. And my leader adds in +3. So here we go. 56 plus 3. That's going to be 62, 63. They surrender.
Yeah, that's surrender.
They surrender at 5 to 1. So off to the bone
That
pile with
sucks.
them. Well, at least they're not
Hey.
running through your guys. So that's something, I guess. All right. And I'm going to be tired. Got to find a handy dandy tired marker. And let's see.
How do you get a surrender result?
At 5 to 1, so I rolled what did I roll? A 56
The +3.
with a +3. So that becomes then a 63, right? And at 5 to 1, that's a defender surrenders.
They do get a tired marker.
Yep, that's what I'm fetching for them right now.
Yes. Okay. I see there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We've got this poor sod here. He's going to be attacking at 1 to 2. We don't even bother needing to look it up. So let me roll. 56 at 1 to 2. So he loses 1, and you have to make a morale check.
Well, that was a good roll. So
That was, yeah.
Yep, I'm okay.
You're
though.
okay. So you're going to be marked as
Tired.
exhausted, and I'm.
Oh, wait a minute. I was the.
You
I
charged and meleeed, so you're exhausted.
Didn't I countercharge?
Yeah. So reaction charge.
It's not 5th edition.
It's not 5th edition, right? So
Yeah,
you're going to
okay.
be exhausted,
All right.
and so you need to mark yourself as being French exhausted. So that way, we know to take it off.
How do you mark that?
So they've got a marker for the Prussian exhausted has a black outline, and the French exhausted has a blue outline.
Okay, mine's black, I think.
Yeah, but you don't want yours to be black because it happened during the French turn. So therefore, recovery happens in a 24-hour clock, right? So they will be recovered at the end of the next French turn, kind of a thing, if they don't do anything or nothing else happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that? That looks exactly the same to me, though. Okay.
Well, this
All
one
right.
is blue, so that is a French one. It's got the blue outline. The
right.
Prussians have one that's got a black outline.
Okay.
All right. I think that was it for my melees over on that side of the map. So then that leaves the cavalry here, the guard cavalry, here on your square. So.
Where? I have a square.
Yeah,
Cavalry
remember
on a
you form square over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, down there, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So go
Yeah.
ahead and calculate your numbers. So I've got 11, or I've got 10. So I've got
Okay. You got 10?
Nope, hang on. I have to multiply it and then I gotta third it. So
18. Okay, I got 5 8s.
so yeah, I got divided by 3. I've got 11.6 for what it's worth. So what have you got?
11.25.
Okay,
So it's a 1
it's
to
a
1.
1 to 1. All right, so here we go. Let's roll on the 1 to 1 and see what we get. 22 at 1 to 1. That's going to be a bounce, I imagine. Yep.
Yeah.
So defending infantry, a blank result 2. Attackers and defenders retreat 1 hex, no loss for either attacker or defender.
What?
So you retreat 1 and I retreat 1.
Oh. Okay.
And that's it. And then I'm marked as exhausted. Doot, 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 doot.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and then the only unit I have that is routed is this guy over here, this cavalry. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for him. 42, that's going to be a 32, he's going to recover. And he's going to be marked as exhausted. Okay. Yep, and I think that's it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anybody else who needs to check at the moment, so that's what's up.
Okay.
All right, good. How did things go over on your side of the creek, David?
Yeah, made a little more progress.
Okay.
It's got his bridgehead on the other side of the
Oh,
Rhine.
yeah, there you go. It's Operation Overlord over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna start floating large rafts with gunpowder down.
Down the Ligny Creek.
There you go. That's the best place to float them. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, interesting. Did and any progress against any of the other special structures? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't take the church. I did take a beating trying to take the church, so I'll know not to do that next time. Or to
Yeah,
send
but you
in...
came out pretty well on the exchange of casualties.
Yeah. So
You got more than I did, I think.
yeah.
So, all right.
Okay.
Well,
We'll go ahead and
Space
save that.
Fleet Command.
Yeah.
Give them the Vulcan grip.
All right. So that was the end of the French 4 p.m. turn. All right. Yep. I think that's about it. So we have a few brave souls who are still watching us. I'm sure we will catch them on another day.
I think they're asleep by now.
Well, this could be their good night ritual. It's, hearing our witty banter probably does put a fair number of people to sleep.
Yeah,
There you go.
No, those so they can go on the web now and get those like wave machines, that just do the sign, the wave.